It started as a regular night. Quiet. Almost too quiet. Sarah sat alone in her small apartment, the clock on the wall ticking away the seconds. The soft glow from her phone illuminated the dark room as she scrolled through social media, her mind drifting in and out of focus. Suddenly, she heard it. A faint knock at her front door. At first, she thought she imagined it. Who would knock at this hour? She paused her scrolling, listening closely. There it was again, 3 soft knocks. She hesitated, her heart beating faster. She wasn't expecting anyone, and she lived alone. Was it one of her neighbors? Maybe someone lost? Gathering her courage, she stood up and tiptoed to the door. Looking through the peephole, she saw nothing. The hallway was empty, bathed in the dim glow of a flickering light bulb. Her breath caught in her throat. The knock had been real. Someone or something had been at her door. Another noise. This time it came from the window. She turned slowly, her body tense. Through the thin curtains, she saw a shadow move. A figure, tall, thin, and not quite human. Its arms were too long, its head tilted unnaturally to the side. Sarah's blood ran cold. The figure wasn't outside anymore, it was inside. Panic gripped her. She backed away, her breath quickening, the hairs on her neck standing on end. How had it gotten in? She hadn't even heard the door open. It stood in the corner of the room now, staring at her with hollow eyes. A crooked smile spread across its face. Without a sound, it raised its long, bony finger and pointed at her. "You opened the door," it whispered, its voice barely a rasp. She hadn't opened the door, or had she? The clock struck 3:16 a.m. The lights flickered once, then went out completely. In the darkness, she felt it move closer, its cold breath on her neck. Her body froze. She wanted to scream, but no sound came out. The last thing she saw before the world went black was its smile. No one ever heard from Sarah again. When the police arrived the next day, the apartment was locked from the inside. There was no sign of forced entry, no sign of struggle. Only one thing was out of place. The clock had stopped at exactly 3:15 a.m. So next time you hear a knock in the middle of the night, think carefully before you answer. It might be more than just a visitor.